Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 best slow dance scenes in movies. For this list, we'll be looking at the most amazing slow dances in films that swooned, sizzled, or made us sob. Of course, this means we're excluding faster-paced numbers. Some of these take place during crucial plot points, so there will be some spoilers. Which cheek-to-cheek moments waltz to the top of your dance card? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Two Lonely Souls, Casper. The heart of this family film is the relationship that develops between the ghost, Casper, and the teenage girl, Kat. They are two lonely young people who desperately need a friend, and indeed, the pair soon become close.
Kat? If I were alive, would you go to the Halloween dance with me?
The ghost even sacrifices his chance at a new life in order to save Kat's father. As she sits alone at her own Halloween party, he rescues her from solitude once again.
If you lose your way, think back on yesterday. Remember me this way.
He's granted a brief amount of time in human form and chooses to spend it dancing with her. As they move together, we can't help but feel touched, not only by their dancing, but by their bond.
I told you I was a good dancer.
Can I keep you?
Casper?
The bittersweet moment ends with a kiss as Casper returns to his ghostly form. Number 9. Dancing with a Star, Stardust. This quirky fantasy film features the lovesick Tristan on a mission to bring a fallen star back to his spoiled crush. Instead of a gassy celestial body, he's stunned to discover that the star is a spirited woman, Yvain, with little patience for fools.
And knocked it out of the heavens when it was minding its own business. And over there is where it landed. And right here, this is where it got hit by a magical flying moron.
As Yvain and Tristan travel together, they learn to trust each other. While sailing with sky pirates, the ship's captain teaches Yvain to dance.
You've been glowing more brightly every day, and I think you know why.
Of course I know why I'm glowing. I'm a star. And what do stars do best?
Well, so do not the waltz.
When Tristan cuts in, it becomes obvious that something romantic has developed between them. With each step, we feel their connection. Stars glow when their hearts are full, and in this sweet moment, Yvain is incandescent. Number 8. A Moment of Peace, West Side Story. The gym dance in Steven Spielberg's remake of this classic musical beautifully sums up the rivalry between the Jets and Sharks. The tension is high as the two gangs demonstrate their anger and rivalry through dance. This aggression sets up the blissfully romantic moment between Tony and Maria behind the bleachers. Separated from the rivalry and their friends and family, they first express their interest without saying a word. Their choreography is equal parts flirty, fun, and sizzling, filled with off-the-charts chemistry. It's the spark that lights an inferno of tragedy, but we can't help but love its sweet warmth. Number 7. They're All Looking at You, Cinderella. What makes this version of Cinderella's ball stand out is the joy infused into every moment. From the moment she steps into the ballroom, the protagonist's delight shines on her face.
They're all looking at you.
Believe me, they're all looking at you.
She's clearly there to find Kit, and he's obviously just as happy to see her. They're so focused on each other that they've started dancing before she even notices how the crowd is fixated on them. Unlike many ballroom scenes, these dance partners smile and laugh as they spin around the floor. Cinderella's twirling blue dress is amazing, but the true magic comes from how much these two enjoy just being close to each other. Number 6. Only Happy Thoughts, Peter Pan. One of the highlights of this Peter Pan story is the innocent romance between Peter and Wendy. The flying boy brings the darling girl to a forest full of magical moonlight to see fairies dance at nighttime. He clearly enjoys seeing her delight in the fairies' graceful movements. It's a sweet gesture from the often self-centered leader of the Lost Boys. In a moment that is surprisingly adult for a boy who refuses to grow up, Peter then silently invites Wendy to dance. Their happiness is made clear as they soar into the sky. When they twirl with golden fairies, it's like an illustration right out of a storybook.
I think you're done.
Number 5. More Than Tolerable, Pride and Prejudice. The changing relationship between Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy can easily be seen by the difference in their interactions at two balls. In the first, her negative opinion of him is formed when she hears him make an unflattering comment about her.
Convinced one poor sonnet will kill its stone dead.
So what do you recommend to encourage affection?
Dancing. Even if one's partner is barely tolerable.
Despite his initial impression, Darcy becomes more interested in Elizabeth when her strong, playful personality shines at further meetings. When he asks her to dance at the next ball, she seems to startle herself by accepting. Their beautiful routine begins with their usual verbal sparring, though their bodies tell a different story.
I talked about the dance. Now you ought to remark on the size of the room or the number of couples.
I'm perfectly happy to oblige. Please advise me of what you would like most to hear.
That reply will do for present.
Soon, they briefly forget to move, stand close, and say what they're really thinking. The final moments of silent dancing are full of tension, as both are shaken by their attraction. Number 4. A Quiet Dance and Romance, The Sound of Music. Captain Von Trapp and Maria's romantic Ländler is a classic example of two characters realizing their romantic feelings during a dance. Much of the musical movie shows off boisterous numbers full of singing and energetic choreography. That makes this quiet dance infinitely more intimate. This turning point in the relationship between employer and governess begins as a fun demonstration of folk dance for the children. However, the physical closeness many of the steps require ends up being key as it reveals deeper feelings. Gorgeously executed, the number takes our breath away, and the pause where both characters are clearly taken aback by what's just unfolded is truly one of the most romantic moments in film history.
I don't remember anymore.
Your face is all red.
Is it? I don't suppose I'm used to dancing.
Number 3. Tale as Old as Time, Beauty and the Beast. The ballroom scene in Disney's animated Beauty and the Beast is one of the most memorable in the film. Belle and Beast's dance to the title number is nothing short of show-stopping for many reasons.
Ever as before, ever just as sure as the sun will rise.
For one thing, the segment itself contains a brilliant combination of hand-drawn and CGI animation, further enhanced by Angela Lansbury's classic singing voice.
Bittersweet and strange, finding you can change, learning you were wrong.
As if that wasn't enough, their routine itself symbolises their growth, both as individuals and as a duo. With all this and more, we as audience members feel like we've entered into the ballroom.
Song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast.
This in turn allows us to experience its depth and the power of movement as the two characters express their feelings in marvellous fashion without speaking. Number 2. True Love's Dance, Enchanted. When Robert first meets Giselle, he has no idea what to make of this devotee of true love. As she sings suggestions for how to romance his girlfriend, he refuses to participate in the number, declaring that he doesn't dance or sing.
Take you out dancing just so he can hold you close.
don't dance.
Dedicated song with words meant just for you. Ooh.
And I really don't sing.
Eventually, though, this once skeptical attorney finds himself at a ball. However, instead of sweeping his girlfriend off her feet, he only has eyes for the princess-to-be.
All that I want is to hold you so close.
When he and Giselle dance, her influence and their connection is made evident, and the way they move is awe-inspiring. Although he doesn't fully embrace his feelings until later, his singing to her on the dance floor as they glide gracefully shows us exactly what's in his heart. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Friends Holding Off Despair, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 1. Harry and Hermione have a little fun in a dark moment.
I'm hanging in there, don't you see this princess of elimination?
A revealing dance, Anastasia. Romance blooms as these two move.
And born to take this chance, I taught her well, I planned it all, I just forgot romance.
A dangerous tango, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Chemistry and weapons are in high supply.
Satisfied?
Not for years.
Dancing in the Street, The Notebook. Romantic, dangerous, and unforgettable.
In that small cafe, the park across the way.
A lovely ball dance, Shakespeare in Love. The connection between Viola and Shakespeare is undeniable.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Cheek to Cheek and Beyond, Top Hat. Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers partnered for 10 films, and their enjoyment of each other is evident whenever they take to the dance floor.
I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak.
The romantic routine in this comedy has us in heaven. Due to a series of mistakes, Rogers' character, Dale Tremont, doesn't believe she and Astaire's Jerry Travers can be together. Her reluctance to fall for him is clear in her body language at the beginning of this dance.
Seem to find the happiness I seek when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek.
Soon, the swoon-worthy choreography performed by these two legends tell the story of her change of heart. By the end, Dale and Jerry are clearly connected more than cheek to cheek. Luckily, the obstacles keeping them apart are eventually removed, and they ultimately dance into their happily ever after.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.